All right. Let's go into this again. Shalom, 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 Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I would say this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. The title of this message is Will They Ever Make It About Yah? Will they ever make it about the Most High Yah? From this end, no. We've come too far. Too many years have gone by, and too many have claimed to represent, to be the truth. But yet, will they ever make it all about the Most High Yah? Mm-mm-mm. It's a sad thing. Everybody want the power. Everybody want the glory. Everybody want the honor. Everyone wants to be boosted. They want to be something. They want to be somebody. And I like to say to you all out there, people who think that they have a part to lead the body of Hamashiach or to be the ministers, to speak and teach and prophesy to the body of Hamashiach. Many are lost without a cause because they're going after self-recognition, self-boasting, self-ego, self-pride. Everybody want it to be about them to where it'll never be about the Most High Yah. And all these 5 years being on Devil platform, you know what? I could truly say that with a straight face today. It won't ever be about the Most High Yah. It's no need in thinking that you can bring something to the table and others join and try to find their place and get in their place and just let it be all about the Father. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Can't be that way, Deborah. Oh, it sounds good, Deborah. It feels good. Probably look good if it was. But what you see today, they will not allow it to be all about the Father. And what I mean by that is not trying to take prompts and glory and honor, getting the praise and getting the recognition and getting everything for themselves. They are so content to even it's not, they don't even have anything in them that says, okay, wait a minute, why do it have to be about you? Why do it have to be about what you want to talk about, what you want to teach, and what you want to preach? And then you throw in a few crumbs, 5 to 10%, after giving the world 80, 90%. You see? And then you throw in a few crumbs trying to make the world see me. And they can't see me through you because you're so busy wanting them to see the type of information you have to put out and how you see it and how you perceive it, how you comprehend it. You see what I'm saying? Your interpretation, your wisdom in the flesh, your knowledge in the flesh, and your understanding in the flesh. And what am I saying? It'll never be about the Most High Yah in you and anyone, because where it's at today, as a prophetess in the wilderness, I can see it. It's all about the individual wanting to get recognized, wanting to be important, wanting to be seen, wanting to be uplifted. So many want their spiritual calling in which the Most High Yah has called his to the body of Hamashiach. When you are called to the body of Hamashiach, you know for a fact the position in which you are hired for is not for yourself. It's not for yourself. And that's where you see the wicked and evil. If it were so, it would fool. If it were so, it would fool the very elect. And I'm going to tell y'all what you all don't understand. There's two elects. There's those who are elected for the flesh of the serpent seed, and there's those who are elected in the body of Hamashiach. See, y'all didn't know that. There's two elects. The elects for the world and the elects for the spirit. Mm-hmm. And I say unto you now, will they ever suffer it to be about Yah? Nope. They can't do it. They won't do it, and they can't. They must. It's something in them that needs this here to be glorified. It's something in them that makes them feel they want to be magnified. They want to be uplifted. They want to be praised. They want to be honored. They want to be famous. They want to be looked at. They want to be considered to be something. But they fail to realize you got to believe that you're nothing to be something in the Most High Yah. You see? So what are they doing? They're having an affair with themselves. They're having an affair with their own self. And then enjoying it. Enjoy it right now, because Solomon said a lot of things about what you do here. You better enjoy it, because that's your portion. Meaning that's all you're going to get. Heavens ain't got nothing holding for you. You think he does? He does? No, he don't. He don't have nothing holding. As a prophet is in the wilderness, it's impossible for me to desire and to yearn and to seek things to be about me. Why? Because something holding me up, y'all. Something so rooted down in me that talks to me, that deals with me, that comforts me, protects me, guide me, lead me. How dare I make it about me when something that's in me is way and beyond greater. And I've just thanked the Father this day, this hour, this minute, this second, for being who he is all by himself. He don't need my temple. He don't need me as a flesh, a person. He don't need me as a prophetess. He don't need me as a woman, a mother, a sister, a grandmother. He don't need me. I need him just that bad. And according for me to need him, I got to bring me all the way down and keep him all the way up. But what is going on, and it makes all of it make sense. All of it makes sense. What is going on? People are looking, okay, for recognition. They looking for a platform. They looking for a stage. They looking to be glorified. Why? Because they see what others are doing. They see how others are conducting themselves, and they feel and they yearn for the ways of the world and how the world has achieved in what they have achieved. So they want to bring this same way over into a realm that will make them feel comfortable that they are somebody. See, you got to know who you are before Yah even come in you to abide. Because for him to come to abide in you, you'll be fighting him day and night, because you ain't found out, or you ain't come to the conclusion of who you are. And you'll be blaming him every minute, every second, and every hour. See, people are living with their lives of yesterday. In a sense, they haven't even been able to defeat their issues of yesterday. When I mean defeat, they haven't dealt with. It hasn't dropped off of their flesh. They're still living life from yesterday. And with that, they want to lead and guide you. We can't, Sister Deborah can't, even to let's say yesterday, let's say 2 days ago, 3 days. I told y'all when that lit that match and threw it in that forest, I had to feel that. And the things that has happened to me is enough for me to be in a mental hospital. But did you think I'm gripping that today and bringing it up to today to live in it and still feel it's present before me? No. I got to leave it in the back, way in the back where it's at, because I have conquered that. How? Through the Ruach HaKodesh in me. You think he want me to drag my yesterday into each hour, second, minute, and day he gives me today? No, because then I would never feel him. I would never feel his glory. I would never feel his honor. I wouldn't feel why he should be getting glory, why he should be getting honor, because I'm so into my feelings and what happened to me in time past. I haven't been able to shake it, but I want to come before you. And I want you to see me to be all that and some. I want you to see me as someone that the Most High has called to the body of Hamashiach. But I haven't even forsaken my yesterday to move into today with the Most High Yah in me. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. We got to put the world in the back of us and leave it there and keep it going. Because if we constantly living with yesterday, then the Father can't take us into today. You see what I'm saying? We can't even move forward. We have to leave yesterday back. And let me tell you something. I think I explained to y'all when I gave that family reunion and how everybody, all the people from all these different states, they came. And when they came, y'all, not one showed any appreciation. Not one showed any gratitude. Not one said thank you so much. It was a 2-day event. And the spirits were high. One reason they was upset because I had at the park, there's no drinking. No drinking, no beer, no drinking. You can get water. We had lemonade, tea, and we had sodas. We did not want any liquor or anything. When we had several people wouldn't come because we wasn't going to have liquor. And they was in Arkansas. But it was about 8 or 9 of them. And they were men. They decided not to come because we wasn't going to have liquor. You see? So what happened, we had a cousin, and she brought her brother and a friend, and they came in with liquor. So several people got mad at me because there were liquor there. Even though we told her she had to put it away because it was supposed to be in, and she started saying she didn't know. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just showing you how all back then, that was hard for me. I thought I was losing it. And the Father had to take me to the wilderness for 7 days to fix me. And when I came back, it was still feeling like I still had it. And he has dealt with me on it. And he said, you're going to move forward in that lane that I created you. I said, but the feeling is still so rooted deep. And he removed it so that I can move forward. Just so I can move forward. Now, I received a text 2 days ago to go to the family meeting because they're talking about events that's coming up this year. When this bad sister here, you won't see me at not one of them. That time last year when I did that event, that cut every ties. And only thing that I'm going to come to, I arrive dead at my grave. I'm at my funeral or at the grave. That's the only place I'm going to attend. I'm not, that's it with me. Don't come sending me no emails. Don't come sending me no texts. This spirit is not going to sit amongst y'all. Because the Most High Yah, by himself, had to take me to the wilderness for 7 days to clean me up. And then dealt with me for at least 2, almost 3 months before it was all gone. Then you going to pull up now and talk about coming toward you. Bye-bye. Have y'all meetings. This sister won't be there. And guess what, you guys? The thing about the meeting is they fail to realize that I'm not going to give you the benefit of doubt to try to form a meeting, to try to pick my head, my mind. They don't even know that I already know what they're trying to do. It ain't going to work. Not with this sister. Not with this sister. Because Yah has dealt with me to clean me up from all of that. That's what he do. And how dare I myself not give him the glory? How dare I not give him the praise, not give him the honor? He is always forever, y'all, there, helping me in so many ways, cleaning up all kind of things I've gotten myself into. And then I'm going to stand around here wants to be praised and honored and uplifted, boosted and pride-minded, glorified. You can keep it. It ain't for me. Matter of fact, I don't even think I was created for all that. I really don't. I really don't. So will they ever get to the point where they give the Father all glory, honor, and praise? Right now, I'm going to tell you something. Even during the tax season, the minds of people, especially Judith, is so far distant. They feel so, I'm on the top. And then cut into, because I'm going to tell you something what's happening this year. Cut into the middle of this year, when they back down to square and reality, now they praising and want to talk about, want to get back in and try to feel this thing. You see? But that's a game being played. A lot of people don't know you really ain't who you think you are. It's just like a game being played. You see? That's it. I want to be in a part of the game. I want to be a part of the team so I can show up and show out. You see? We should be at a point where we are giving him all praise and honor for any and everything, and stop trying to gain it for self. But he said, Deborah, it won't work. They have loaded themselves up with everything to take care of their flesh, from even their feelings, their emotions. You see, it just everything in them. They have lived life and continue to make it all about them. To where if you, Deborah, even think that you're going to find them pulling up, giving me glory, giving me honor, giving me praise, you won't find it. That's why the gate has remained narrow. And it's going to stay that way. Because I knew from heaven that the only one that will find that narrow gate will be the one that I, myself, register in them and showing them the way. Why is he showing them the way to the narrow gate? Because they have made it about him and not about them. These are people who have said, hey, live or die, it's going to be about who I have come to know. Let's say you didn't know him. Let's say you wasn't awakened. And you come to a level inside and out that, hey, and now I understand, Father. I can see now. I can hear. Everything should be first and foremost is about him and him only. The dangerous thing today that happened to me today was my son came over here at 4 a.m. in the morning. He did that against what he know that I don't play that. But it was a way that he knows that he can get back at me, is to do what he know I'm against. You see what I'm saying? That was my son. And this is what the Father is showing me. He said, that's how they are. They do things against me just to get back at me. And they don't understand. They're trying. It's not you, Deborah. It's me that they're getting back at. It don't have anything to do with you. It don't have anything to do with you being a female, a prophetess, a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a daughter. It has nothing to do with you. Anything that go down with you, it go down with me. And it won't be because of you. It'll be because of me. See how that's how he deal with me, and how dare I make it about me? When someone like that created all things, can give me that assurance that it ain't you, baby, it's me. That comforter, that it ain't you, baby, it's me. People do not even understand righteous is the biggest enemy on this face of this earth. And one thing you understand about, you don't, many 99 point trillion don't understand about righteous. Righteous stand alone. It don't need you to stand on the left side of it or the right. It don't need you to stand in front of it nor in back. It don't need you. So when people thinking that it's all about them and refuse and reject in such a day to make it about him. Oh, they can come in with, about him 1 minute here. Next thing, they life is like a chaos. It's like a chaos. Let me give you an example of what I mean. My oldest son's father, he called, say about 2 months ago. And he wanted so many things to do with his son, and to do with him and I going out to dinner, taking my son with us. It wasn't me and him going, but my son. My son don't want to have nothing to do with him. Let's put it like that. But I'm just saying, he knew that my son would do it for me. You see, you get what I'm saying? So he worked for a whole 2 months. But guess what? All the time he was working extra hard. Guess what? I always knew it was going to be the same as it always been. A total letdown. Why? Because this person is a person that's me. Mine. I don't care what's going on with nobody. World revolves around me. My feelings, my emotions, my personal opinion. Me. And that's what a lot of people who are proclaiming to be in the body of Hamashiach. A lot of them don't recognize the head, which is Hamashiach, all power. You see, because they too busy trying to get glorified. Hello in the live chat. It's good to see you. They too busy trying to get so much glory and honor, recognition and fame. They want to be out on these devil platforms portrayed at a high level to be somebody. The way these devil platforms have appeared to Sister Deborah, the 5 years she's on here, the last thing someone wants to do is to gain that fame that many been on here 20 years swinging on and started off using his name. So don't find it shocking that Yeshua said in the day of judgment, they're going to stand and say, I did this in your name. I did this in your name. I did this in your name. Because 99 point trillion really didn't understand that whole overall of what was going on. This was Yeshua telling us what it's going to be like, first and foremost. So that's like saying, okay, y'all, check it out. This is how it's going to be. And if it's like that coming back to glory, just imagine what it is down here. What is Sister Deborah saying that would be so bad even about this topic? I did this in your name. I did this in your name. I did this in your name. Isn't that the same thing this topic is about? When are we going to make it about him? even going back to glory for judgment, it's going to still be about what they done. What they done. Isn't that deep? So don't estimate Sister Deborah don't know what she's talking about, because I do. The 5 years I've been on this devil platform, I have been, it has caused me to see things so clear about what the world is doing. And one thing from the wilderness I could see, it got to be about them. They got to be the center of attention. Even though they're not the center, they got to make it about them so that people can behold them and see, here I am, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. When will we make it about the Most High Yah? When will we? And him only. Oh no, we can't. Because we only can't, we want the subscribers and the likes to understand. I can talk about this, what I want to. And come time, I throw in a little bread over there on the side about the Most High Yah. That's what I've seen in the last 5 years. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm speaking this topic. Will they ever make it about Yah? No, they won't. Why? It's over. It's over. Those that are coming up and trying to pull in to the fame on these devil platforms, they're still going to and fro, trying to find out who they are. And in the process of it, they're using the platforms, trying to identify who they are. You see what I'm saying? And in the process of it, still trying to portray they represent the Most High Yah. Still out here trying to portray that they're representing him, but yet they don't even know who they are. That's why I was telling y'all, and this happened like 3 years ago, individuals would say, people, you're not supposed to be going, people are not supposed to be going around saying that they're the prophet or they're the prophetess. This, you know why? Those that are prophets and prophetess of the Most High Yah, those are the ones that's going to tell you who they are. That's why they don't want them to show up and show out. Because when they come and when they speak, they're going to tell the truth about those who are not. They're going to tell the truth about the fake ones. That's why they don't like the prophets and the prophetess that's here. Now, when I say that, understand, the Most High ain't got trillions of them all over the place. He don't need that. He only gave Yeshua 11. He only gave Yeshua 12, and one of them was a betrayer. You know what he gave him? All a multitude of people. You think the Father gave him a lot? No. He ain't gave nobody a multitude to be leading them and guiding them and directing them. Because what's happened? Then they get their focus off, and then it's about them. What they want to talk, what they want to discuss, what they want to reveal. Then what happens? Then they get into the world. Oh, this going on, and this going, and they trap everything. Now it's about everything going on into the world. But see, it's nothing wrong with talking about the world, but you got to bring the Most High Yah up on in there. You got to let him swing on in there so that he can keep speaking to those who have light. And if you are representing the Most High Yah and you putting it to the table as if he's all, not as if when he is all that and some, then guess what? You can speak to the body, but nobody wants to talk to the body of Hamashiach. Why? Because they're not the head. Only time people want to talk to and toward the body of Hamashiach, which is the true church and the saints. The only way they're willing to talk to you, hear me now, to the true church and to the true saints of the body of Hamashiach, only way they're willing if the body allow them to be the head. Isn't that sad? That's the only time. So this is where you get all these people following. Talking about a leader, king, a ruler. You see? I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a this, I'm a that. This is what you see. Because they have turned themselves into the head and calling their sanctuary and the people that's in the midst of them, they're calling that the church. Not even understanding that the church is. And I was telling the Father today, I said, Father, thank you so much for allowing the saints in the church to be so not to be so, but be in a place of innocence. The true church and the saints in a place, they are so innocent because they are within the body. That means the body of Hamashiach, which is the head, is Christ. He got them in his body, in the body. You see, he got them all in a body, in such a secret place, in such a perfect place do he have them, to where nothing on the world, in the world, not them on the left and them on the right and them in the back, T.D. Jakes, Joyce Meyer, Joe Osteen, and all these people cannot even affect them. But what is happening since I've been on this devil platform, no one is willing to let it be all about the Most High God. Because truly, they're not in the body of Hamashiach. They're on the outside, mimicking the church and saints. Why? Because they're the head. See, they don't understand when you get on this devil platform and you leading the multitude, that's the dangerous place to be. Because where are you leading them to? What are you saying to them? Why are they following you? That's what the Father is checking you in and out. And you thinking you running with the show. Where are you going? How are you? I mean, you see what I'm saying? So while you thinking it's about the fame, the pride, the boasting, the ego, the self-centered, me, the glory and the honor to you as an individual, the Father would say, wait a minute. All of this is going in your lane? Yes. And they find glory. They find honor in that. You see? So I say unto you, when is it going to be about only the Father, Ahaya, Yahuwah, the Creator? When is it ever going to be about him? No, it ain't. Because they have led the multitude in a direction that leads them to get a check, to get glory, to get honor, to get praise, to get likes and subscribers. It's nothing wrong with getting likes and subscribers if you are in the body of Hamashiach. But when you make your own head and you become the head and people are following you by the multitude, you don't think that that's something strange that the Father going to allow you? Because what they think is, oh, I got a church now. A lot of them. Oh, I'm on a platform and I got so many people following me. I have a church, and I can have a church from my home or from my how would I say it, temple, or from my camp, or from my academy, or from my platform. I can do that. Yeah, sure you can. But when it's all about Yah, you got to put that thing in the right perspective. And they are never going to be able to do that because they have drawn themselves too far out in the deep. And when I say out in the deep, their mindset believes they are all that they think they are. They are not going to have a change of mind after they have gone so far out. Because that change of mind would have to give up that check YouTube paying. That change of mind would have to flip some of the teachings that you have led people to believe. That change of mind would cause you to lose people subscribe to you and likes. You'll find out they was following you because you was following the world. Because you cover the world's matters and the issue of the world, and that's why they were following you. But when you follow the Most High God, you look for the less of the less. Because that's where you know the narrow gate rests therein. See, they can't accept stuff like that. Because if they're not the head on these platforms, they're not the one that's getting the glory and the honor. They ain't gonna share nothing with the Most High Yah. You hear me? They ain't gonna share nothing with the Most High Yah. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for instance, if I had 130,000 subscribers, Now YouTube is giving me a little check. What is it that I am to do with that? What am I? Anybody in the live chat, what should I do with the check you giving me? If I'm on here and y'all it's all about y'all, all about y'all. He's getting the glory, he's getting the honor, he's getting the praise. And if YouTube gave me a little check, and I've been on here, say I got 130, and I've been on here, let's say 15 years, what should I be doing? What should my focus be? The focus should be the less fortunate, the widows, and the orphanage. People who need food. You see what I'm saying? These people, they are so distant from any of that. And they want people to think that they are the body of HaMashiach. Why? Because they have made themselves the head. And that's why I pity many that come and go to and fro. Because it's like they lost, you know, every doctrine, or I would say every time you turn around, they moving all over the place. As if you're trying to find some sort of comfort somewhere, or you're trying to find your place somewhere, or you're trying to find something. See, y'all say, wait a minute. He told Yeshua said that the Father, you didn't come to him. He came. I mean, he didn't. He didn't choose. I mean, you didn't choose him. He chose you. You see, people don't get that. Letting you know, baby, it didn't come. So you doing what? Giving the Father back the glory. It ain't because of you going in this lane. It ain't because of you, because you doing this which is righteous and just. It ain't because of you. And that's the part of our flesh that won't let us understand that. You have to be low to be high in Yah. Let me say that again. You have to be low to be high in Yah. And if you know what I mean by low, I'm not even saying poor. You have to take your flesh low and stop trying to be high. Stop trying to be recognized, trying to be somebody, and always want people to recognize you. You want to put out all these videos because you want somebody to recognize you. Wait a minute. Where is it that the Father is going to get any glory out of it? Any honor? He ain't. He ain't going to get nothing out of it. Because people are so focused on the flesh getting the glory and the honor, the recognition, that they could care less about Yah getting the crumbs. They could care less because it has fed them for so long. They're just going out in the deep, way out in the ocean somewhere, and have gotten lost. And guess what? They won't find their way back. They're going to remain out there because they love the feeling of being the head. They love the feeling of being the ruler, the controller. You see? They love that feeling. You see? They want you to praise them and glorify them. They don't want to talk about the Father's Ruach. They don't want to talk about his salvation or his endurance, his long suffering, or his true spirit, fruits of the spirit, or his how what else is it? His Ruach itself, how he set up the head over the church. They don't want to talk about the saints in under the body of HaMashiach. They don't want to cover none of that. You see, they just want to be the head on these platforms. They want to be recognized. They want to be noticed. You see, they want that fame, attention. They want someone to call their name. They want somebody to say they this and they that. They want that glory. You see? But then here go Yah. He gets nothing from them. Because they don't see fit that he should share the same glory that they're been living with all these years. They ain't gonna share it with him. And that's why he said he don't share his. But they don't care. When you don't share yours, and we ain't gonna share ours. That's just the mindset. And like he said today, he said, Deborah, it is what it is. These things need be. And by me, like I say, not a dead prophet, but a living, seeing this. And I'm like, this is strange. This is really different. This is really out there. You see, but it is what it is. These things are not going to come and knock on our door and make a change. These people on all these platforms, it's going to get worse and worse, because those who's chasing fame, they're going to keep on until they think they got it. They're going to keep on hooping and hollering, running here and there and doing this and that until they feel they got it. Oh, not just got it. Oh, I made it. You see what I'm saying? And what did you make it to? A circle. You've been running in a circle. Because when you finish running in a circle, the Most High Yah is going to always get the praise and the glory on this side. You see what I'm saying? He's going to always be lifted up and famous to me. As a matter of fact, he's the only one I know that's famous. To be for real. I mean, when you have had him to deal with you since you was 4 years old, why would you put anybody else? What do they say when you got somebody that you admire? They call it who is it that you look at and admire? It's Yeshua to me, not Yeshua HaMashiach. That's it with me, and that's how it always been. Even questions on applications, not application, but tests. When you go out and have these different tests, the Most High Yah name comes on mine, because they ask you these questions, and you listening to these questions, you like, wait a minute. I'm going to have to put Yah, because that's what he means to me. That's what he is. And I know when they see that, they probably say, who is this? I know who it is. He know I'm putting him down. But see, that's not what they expected. Who do you look at as the one that has supported you throughout your life? Yah. I ain't ashamed. I knowed him to be in my life since I was 4. I am not going to put no flesh and blood on nothing when I know he needs to be getting the glory and credit, the glory and the honor for what he has been to me in my life. I can't afford to share with, give the glory and honor that he is due to nobody. I don't care how good they are, how good how long they've been on this devil platform, how long they've been teaching, what academy they got, what school, no matter what they have, I'm not going to give them the glory over my Father. And when I can wake up with some sense in the morning and I'm going to give flesh some glory, oh no, I don't think so. Because even when I wake up, I'm thinking him. When I lay down, I'm thinking him. When I'm tossing and turning, I'm thinking him. Everything is him, who? The Father. That's why I don't let people get me caught up in all these names. Even the glory in the kingdom is telling you that when they come back, they're going to be saying the same thing, Deborah. They're going to say, I did this, what, in your name? I did this in your what? Name? I did this in your what? Name? And I'm like saying, why would they even come up there doing that? Because they the serpent seed. See, y'all didn't know that. These are people that's the serpent seed. Still playing that same game Satan was playing when he was up there. See? And that's why he locked them in the books. Before the foundation of the world, before he created everything, he put everybody where they gonna come back to. Because he knows them already. How can we give anybody any credit over that outside of the Most High Yah? How can we honor anything outside of that over the Most High Yah? We can't. And I refuse to. I give him praise and glory and honor. And I know that he's all that and some, because I tell him throughout the day, throughout the night, tossing and turning during the nighttime. You have a lot of male prophets talk about waking up certain times, and they're clocking you in of what happens when you wake up certain hours of the night. Is when the spirit of the Most High Yah is saying this, or trying to get you to feel his presence. All these things, I'm like saying, baby, I know what you're talking about. Because the moment I could turn and all of a sudden he started talking to me, and I started talking to him. Next thing you know, I'm asleep. But I know what was said to me, and I know what I'm saying to him. I go right back to sleep. And it's like a cycle. It has happened throughout my whole life. And I told y'all, even, why would I give anybody to be the head over the Most High Yah? Why? I wouldn't. I'm not looking for someone to lead and guide me. Guide me and lead me where? As if he ain't led and guided me all these years, but I need to find somebody to lead and guide me. I don't think so. Now, what I can do, because there's so many gifts out here that works with the body. We are so many. Just everybody is subject to one another and don't even know it. When you in the body of Hamashiach, when you ain't in the body of Hamashiach, you ain't subject to nobody. You ain't got no business submitting to nothing. Because all of that is unequal. You over here spiritual, giving y'all all praise and honor and glory, and that individual over here that you are submitting to, giving himself honor and glory. No, I don't think so. The one that I come to know don't rumble that way. And I think that nobody knows it all, but I believe that when people start to have the respect for those that have whatever they have, then that's when y'all will bring them where they need to be. But because they go all over the place, like they lost, just every time you turn around, all over the place, it's because they haven't sat down long enough to hear the voice of the Most High say, keep still and know that I am. Know that I am. I remember being even young. When I was a young child, I was giving him glory and honor. You know, even when I was a teenager, throughout my life, my ex-husband, he was talking about everything you did, you always put him. I always did that. Not to give me the glory. I'm just showing you how powerful his glory is due him. That's how long he's been with me and working in me. You see, things that done happened in life. Today I woke up and I felt when I woke up this morning, I felt death. And then my ex-husband said, don't say that, don't say that. I said, nope, I felt. When I said I felt death, I didn't feel it like, oh, death, but I felt that thing, y'all. I felt it. It was real. And I remember saying a small prayer, Father, let your will be done. But not now, Father, y'all, please. But let your will be done. But not now, Father, y'all. Pleaded. Because that feeling was there. And because that feeling was there, it might not have happened today. Something going on. And that's what my ex-husband was saying. Please don't say that, Deborah. Please don't say that. That's what my mother used to say to me when I was a young girl. Can you go back and just pray? And when he tells you stuff, when you feel a certain way and he talking to you and he tells you stuff, can you just go back and just pray? That's what my mother used to say. Because she knew that if that girl said something, it's coming on down the street. And I did. I woke up this morning and it wasn't a good feeling. I didn't even eat this morning because of that feeling. And I know where that feeling come from. It came from the Most High Yah. It's not a feeling of my authority or my right. It's not a feeling of who I am. It's who he is. He said he will be a comforter. He said that. He said he will show you things to come. He will reveal things unto you. He will prophesize in a sense. Bring prophecies in a sense. Show you things to come. The greatest is just him himself. But when he poured up and said, I will teach you all things. So when are we going to get to the point where we give him credit for teaching us all things? How can we not understand that he's entitled to that? You're going to come down. Not only are you going to be a comforter, in that comforter, you're going to be a teacher of all things. You're going to bring that power in us. You're going to show us things to come. You're going to bring things back to our remembrance, and you mean to tell me you ain't going to get the glory out of that? Father, something wrong somewhere. He said, Deborah, it's okay. These things need be. It's okay. You see, he's done all that. Yeshua then came, laid his life down, shed the blood to redeem us and salvation. And whoa, and what happened today? Everybody's about getting recognition for themselves because they feel that somewhere along the line, if I keep running to and fro, I'm going to find where I need to be. We need to be in the bosom of the Most High God as he is in us. We need to let him be greater in us than this whole world. While we chasing all over the world, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He's the same place he always been. And we running to and fro, trying to get comfort, trying to get recognition. I don't care if nobody listen to me. Sister Deborah gonna speak that thing and give him all glory and honor and praise. And then we looking to pull up to the kingdom. Oh, he's come to get us and take us to the New Jerusalem, and you ain't gave him no glory. You ain't gave him no honor. But let me tell you something. You ain't going to have to give him none. He going to clean your nasty tail up for himself. Even if you don't give him none. But it's going to be something in you to be the one that to be one of them small remnants he's going to take out. I can guarantee you that. If you're thinking he's coming for the whole house of Israel and everybody in the world that's an Israelite, or the tribe of Judah, he's going to come and take you over there. And no, baby, it's something invested in you that's going to cause him to pull you. It ain't going to be because you perfect. It ain't going to be because you sinless. It ain't going to be because you don't lie or you don't do wrong. It ain't going to be because you all that on YouTube and all these other medias, platforms. It ain't going to be because you famous. It's going to be what he has invested in you. That small spiritual seed is what he coming for. I know what's mine, Deborah. I know what's mine. Nobody knows what's his. What is his? But he know his seed. And when he take his out, the seed that he's taking out, he already know it's filthy. He already know it's nasty. He already know it and done this, done that, and done this and done that. He ain't caught up in that. He ain't caught up from the floor up in that. He said, Deborah, I'm going to get him over there. I'm going to clean him up. What he going to clean you up if he thinking that you all that when he pulled you out? Giving him back the glory and honor. Thank you, Father. Even if I get caught up with that group or not, I give you glory and I give you honor for your plan that you have in your bosom. Y'all's ways, y'all, need to be glorified. His ways need to be glorified. His whole orchestration needs to be glorified and honored. But when you don't have him greater in you, you can't. You can't honor him like that. You can't worship him like that. We're going to and fro, trying to bring all type of doctrine on one accord. And guess what? Greater is he that is in me. Not all the doctrines on the outside that people are trying to capture to get people understanding. See, people are so busy working on the flesh. They don't know how to speak to the spirit of man. So they speak to the flesh and get satisfied. I done said something. I done spoke something. I done spoke truth. I done spoke the word. Baby, the word don't need you to speak for it. It speaks louder than words. That's the true fact of the word who Yah is. And that's where I said to him this morning, I said, you got such awesome way of having everything planted in a secret place. The Most High Yah got so many things in a secret place, it is off the chain. And I said, I see why they are in a secret place in you. Because it's a place where man cannot take it out and make it the way that they want. They took the biblical not the biblical, I call it instructions and direction books. They took all these lost books and all these found books. They got people chasing them from one end to the other. But in Yah, in him, is the secret place of his word. People run around here chasing all kinds of things and don't even understand. It's not the word. It's not the word. If you ever think in your mind the example that says Yeshua was on the mountaintop, for what? To be tempted, Deborah. So I mission that from heaven. That he go to the mountaintop. First and foremost, Deborah, he had to fast. Why is he fasting, Father? He said, Deborah, you know that flesh. I want you to know that the Son of Man had to fast. Because that's the flesh, Deborah. See, the spirit don't have to fast like 40 days like Yeshua. I know a lot of people think, yeah, this fasting mean you do this, you go on a fast day and night, night and day. This bad girl done fast many times, and let me tell you something. Ain't nothing greater than when he that is the faster is in you. You see? And when you start to recognize the power that's rest in you, and if you say, now with me, my ideal of a fast would be, okay, I want to turn away from food because I haven't learned not to eat these things that destroy my body. And I'm going to turn away from it and let myself get healed from the spirit that's in me, which is Yah, from the inside out. See, people think the fast is about when you take the food away and you worship Yah. No, that's not the fast. The fast is when you shut down that flesh and let that spirit have its way. It ain't got nothing to do with your mouth. It ain't got nothing to do with your thinking. It ain't got nothing to do with your feeling. It's when you let that food for the flesh stand down and let that spirit rise and have its way in you so it can pull on out to your flesh and clean that mess up. Oh, no, they don't know nothing about that, Deborah. What are you telling them people that stuff? They don't know nothing about that. They've been so far in the deep for so long, they can't even find their way to dry land. Matter of fact, they don't know what dry land look like now. That's how far they've been out in the deep. See, a lot of people don't understand stuff like that. They really think that, fasting is all the fasting, because what happened is when they begin, this is the problem with fasting. What we don't understand when you pull up in the tubes, okay? The fasting has to be looked at as, first and foremost, the power of the spirit, okay? That's what the true fasting is. You're turning the flesh into a way where it's not going to get what it's used to. And the food of the spirit going to back up in you. But you got to shut your darn mouth up longer. No, you got to come so low in the flesh. But they don't do it like that. They think it's something they got to do in the flesh to get the blessing of the fasting. No, baby, you got to learn, who is this in me? Who is this in me that's going to complete this fast? Who is this in me that's going to give me victory in this? It's giving him the glory and the honor from the inside. They don't have sense enough to do that. They think it's something they have to do. It's something that I do. If I do this, then I'm going to get it. They don't understand the fast itself. And that's why 99.9, it's a game play. It don't help. It don't deliver. For real. For real. That's just like laying the hands. He said, when you receive the Holy Spirit, you shall have power. What happened to your power? What happened to the power? See, it's the same thing. It's he that's supposed to be getting glorified, honor, and worship, and greater in you to bring these things out, which he said you shall have after this ruach come and sit in you. They don't see it like that because they got to be the head. They got to be the ruler of everything. So when you pull up with those two fasts is the same way. You have to understand the fast in the spirit before you understand the fast in your flesh. But they don't do it that way. They understand the fast from the flesh. And then, oh, well, they really don't understand it in the spirit, but they try to wrap the one in the flesh into the spirit, and you can't do it like that. You got to give the glory first so it can pull up and do what it does best in you. Because without that ruach, you ain't going to have that power. Only way you're going to have that power is when that Holy Spirit is in you. And that's why I say to you all, a lot of people don't have it. They missing a lot of stuff because they trying to worship the outer man. They trying to get recognized from the outer man, trying to get, they want their glory, they want their honor, they want their praise, they want their fame, they want their recognition. I don't give a rat's behind about none of it. Because if none of that bow down to the Most High God, the Creator, kick rocks with that mess. It don't mean anything. And 99.9, it's not meant to get it. It's meant for people to keep chasing their own tail in a circle and keep coming up with the same reason why it's not being successful. Still coming up with the same reason why things are not the way they want it to be or think that it should be. It's because you're chasing the same tail, which is your own, in a circle. And that's just it. So I'm told that, okay, Deborah, you sitting and you thinking that maybe one day everybody going to give me or somebody going to give me glory and honor and praise. Don't wait on it, baby. Don't forget your lane. Don't forget your lane. You're going to be all right. You see? Because when you realize that, okay, if I'm in the body of Hamashiach, Hamashiach is the head. I realize that people don't even recognize the head because they're so busy trying to be the head. Everybody is signing an application to be the head. Everybody is trying to sign an application to be famous, to be recognized. I want people to recognize me. I want people to see me. Hey, I'm over here. I'm all that and that. I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm this. But when it's all said and done, are you this in the flesh or are you this in the spirit? Because in the spirit, that's where the narrow gate walks. They're not supposed to even see you like you see yourself, like you feel you are. You see? But they're supposed to know that you are the light. They know how to stand down off of you and away from you. And me, I'm a living witness. I got all those sisters. I had 2 brothers. I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers. And let me tell you something. Now one of them pull up on Sister Deborah. I can definitely give them that. They don't know who you are, but they know it's something. Something is going on. See? I don't have to be disrespectful to them. What? But for what? Do y'all know how hard it is to being separate from the world? Do you know how hard it is? But I ain't letting the world fear me. I mean, I ain't gonna fear the world. I go wherever I wanna. I'm not gonna let nobody's nothing and what they do hinder who I am. Because if I'm walking around here with greater is he that is in me than he that's in the world, what am I afraid of? And I ain't going to teach nobody to be afraid of nothing that's going on out here. Now, you got 2 fears. You got the fear in the spirit, but you got the fear in the flesh. Somebody walk up on you with a gun or knife or saying something, getting ready to do something to you, that fear going to pull up. Well, we have to have that same fear of Yah. You see? That same fear, not to the point like the flesh, but the fear of knowing that he's all that and some. And you want to stay on his good side. Let's put it like that. That's going back, giving him what? Glory and honor. I sit back and I said, Father, what I'm just going to say, that's it. I said, I ain't got nothing else to say as far as the body of Hamashiach and which is Christ the head. I said, because you don't hear nowhere. Kicked on out the door. That's going back to telling you that is so many things have been trashed to the point, because I can speak about the body of Hamashiach without even pulling the scriptures out. I know that he created a body that carries the power. the power to protect us, to shield us, even though he's greater in us. You see, that outer is the one that all this demonic and dark stuff, but that inner is for the inside to protect. So we can't lose. We can only win. But why would we stand out here and want it to be about us? Why do we have to feel we got to be glorified? We have to be recognized. We got to be somebody somewhere. I want to be Sister Deborah and Yah's prophet. I'm not the world's prophet. I'm not the body of Hamashiach prophet. I am the Father's prophet. And that speaks louder than them natural words for the flesh. That's something else people don't understand. Your purpose that Yah has put in you, when you understand it is not for the world or to wrestle with the world. It is not for the body. It's for the body, but it's not for the body. It's for the servant, as a servant to the Most High Yah. That's your first. You fill out an application in heaven. Heaven tell you, okay, you're a servant prophet. So if I'm going to get down there and say, well, I'm a prophet in the body of Hamashiach. No, I'm going to tell you I'm a prophet as a servant of Yah, first and foremost. Then I pull up and say I'm a prophet in the body of Hamashiach. But I ain't going to bypass Hamashiach. I'm not going to do it. And say that I'm a prophet in the world and in the body of Hamashiach. I'm assigned to the body of Hamashiach, but I was hired from the kingdom. I belong to the Most High Yah. I'm his prophet. So do I listen to the body of Hamashiach? Do they give me the words to say? Do the world give me the words to say? No. I back that thing up and back it down. The Most High Yah. He's the one hired me. He's the one called me with a holy calling before heaven and earth was created. That's my position. That's my calling, that he has hired me as a servant in him. See, that's why I said a lot of people don't even understand the positions that they call in themselves. You're calling yourself what you want to be recognized for. How about sitting down somewhat and really feeling that ruach? Because he'll tell you, it ain't all, baby, it don't take all that. Stand still and know who I am first and foremost. Because I ain't going to have you going to and fro all over the place, trying to get recognized, trying to get noticed. I don't need all that. I called you from heaven, not from the hell or from the bottom of the pit or from the earth. I called you from heaven. That's the true ones. See, they don't get caught up in all that. And if we, as a true prophet, is not giving him glory and honor in this midnight hour, showing up with his life, something wrong with us. Nobody wants to give him recognition. They want him to see them. They want him to recognize them. That's why I said this is big. When will they ever recognize the Most High Yah? You see, Judith always talking about their awakening. All this and this and this. They still ain't recognized and gave him glory and honor or made it about the Most High Yah. They make it about everything. They will make it about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob before they make it about the Most High Yah. Oh, yeah, they'll use his name at the tail end, which they think is his name. I'm sure the one that stand in glory come use it. Why? I did this in your name. I did this in your name. I did this in your name. And I remember saying to the Father, don't he know who you are? Do he know who you are? How dare him come to the throne like that? I'm like, he said, but Deborah, don't forget. Here is where it started. And here is where it's going to end. I said, all right now, that's what I'm talking about. Get him out of here. I ain't never known you because you wasn't never in my light. You came out of the darkness to go down to the earth. You see? So it's just that same trait is down here on the earth Big time. Wanting to get next. Why do you say, I did this in your name? Because you're still up in the kingdom for judgment, knowing you're destined to hell, but yet you're still trying to get what? Recognition. In the kingdom, at the throne. So do you think that people ain't down here trying to get recognition? Sure they are. They want to be seen. They want to be special. They want to be perfect. They want to be this, and they just don't understand. You got to suffer for his name's sake. What do Psalms 23? Yah is my shepherd. I shall not lack nothing. He makes me lie down in the green passage. He what? Makes me? Oh. He lead me. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Father. Yah, you lead me by the still waters. For his name's sake alone. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I should fear no evil. For what? Hey, where you at? I'm here. We don't understand all of this is the Most High Yah. And we give him no glory on the earth today. We give him no praise on the earth today. We give him no honor. But when I woke up this morning, I was telling him, I said, Father, I am so glad that you put everything in your secret place. Because these people down here on earth is clowning. They are clowning. And none of them are representing you, Father. They represent themselves because they want to be in a place. They want to be seen. They want to be recognized. They want to be noticed. They want their name out there. They want themselves visible to people and don't even understand. What do you think humble is? Low. Low when you walk in righteous. You see, they don't understand that because they want that feeling out of the flesh. They want that to be, they want to steal everything that's entitled to he that created all things. Now, what is it that what makes a person think that they are entitled to any and everything? And the one that created all things ain't entitled to nothing. Well, that's where people's mindset is at today. And our sister Deborah would say unto you, that is a sad place to be. But it's all well, said the Most High Yah. He said, ain't nobody that came out of the Lamb Book of Life that we shall not return back into it. So that's why he did it in the heaven and not on the earth. He didn't wait till you come down to the earth to know who you were. He knew who you were in the heavens. And he assigned you and your works in the book and in the books. He knows you. And I thought that this morning when I got up, I was thinking I was so heavy burdened from that feeling of death. And I said to the Father, I said, but I'm just so glad that you have hid everything in your secret place. He has hid everything in his secret place. And I am so glad because had not he done that, no, I don't say that was his way of doing it, but people really think they done figured him up and figured him out and don't even understand you are a long ways from home, a long, long ways, a long ways from home, clowning and thinking you're going to cross that bridge when you get there. So I say unto you, nothing today should be about you. All glory and honor. Let's say like 8 million. No, I ain't gonna say million. 8,000 years. Do y'all think it's about time it be about the one who have poured out all that grace and mercy up until today? Shouldn't we be trying to be about him and glorifying him, letting these platforms understand it's about him? Giving him honor and glory and praise for who he is. Will they ever give him the glory? Will they ever give him the praise? Will it ever be about the Most High Yah? And I'm not talking about your mouth, because that ain't about nothing. The same cursing and evil and wicked that comes out your mouth is the same name you said that he is and that you represent. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about true spiritual glory and honor, praise. Why we pulling up on these devil platforms talking like that about the Father? Because he don't rest in us. He's not rooted in us. We want to get the glory first for ourselves. We'll throw him a few crumbs later on, Deborah. Now that we can't get with him now. I got to get noticed. I got to get recognition. I want to be famous. I want a check from YouTube. And the many people started on the right road and got all the way off. And now they way out in the ocean. Because their first impression, I'm getting on here, to be about the Father's business. Until they got they church, as they call it. They got to be the head of this church on these platforms. See, that's another thing a lot of people don't know. See, they thinking if I am on this devil platform and I'm leading the mass, they don't understand. It's a church that's not of Yah that you lead. You're leading them to your own understanding, your own wisdom, your own knowledge. And the reason why you can be on there and look from 20 years, 25 years, and you'll see not nan one of them giving Yah the praise. You'll see not nobody speaking about giving Yah the glory because the person ain't saying nothing to give him the praise and the glory. So I'm looking at this DAY. He's already assigned this DAY for evil and wicked and evil at its highest. Why ain't those that are in the body of Hamashiach giving the Father the glory? Why ain't the light shining somewhere yonder? Where's the light in this thing? You can't see it. You can't find it. It can't be found because people are clowning the role. You see? And they want people to think that there's something and there's somebody, but they haven't sat still enough to hear the glory of the Father from the inside out. From the inside out. As a little girl, I don't think I was no more in between 6 or 8. And I was in a vision, and it was just the horriblest thing. I saw this beast, big old head, and it was gray, but it was in darkness. And it had a pot that was burning with fire. And it was this doll in the hand of this beast. And I looked at his hand, and he had a pen sticking it. And you know what I said? I was younger. Is that me? Is that me? Is that me? And after that dream, I hadn't felt not another stick. And I was a young baby, y'all. And it was like, I would do my hands like this here because it felt like somebody was sticking me in my hand all the time. And it lasted probably 2 or 3 years, y'all. We walking around. And then when he showed me the picture, first thing I said to the Father, is that me? Is that me? Is that me in his hand? Bam. And it went into a smoke. And from that day on, I didn't have that feeling in my hand anymore. I believe Satan had a time period to use his ways on Sister Deborah. And he wasn't successful because Sister Deborah was nowhere an evil, a bad child, an evil child, y'all. Sister Deborah had the give in his heart. You see what I'm saying? And the sad thing about it, I look back over my life and I said, Father, this is how it has always been. And I always do. I always will give him the glory on that because I remember I always dealt with him. I always communed with him. And he always showed me visions and dreams and so on. And I always thought back then that there were also aliens. I always thought that it was. You see? But what I'm trying to say to you all in this day and time, the catch is to get you off the focus of what's really going on. And that is revelation. You see, and if Revelation didn't tell you that aliens and giants and fallen angels were going to appear, and then other books are telling you, because I'm gonna be honest, you go into all library, you can find all kind of books telling you about the Bible, telling you about all kind of stuff. But where do we go? We go to the Ruach. And if the Father don't sit and tell Sister Deborah, yep, Deborah, this, you think I'm gonna sit here and listen to what man and fed man over man over man over the Ruach who have been with me since I'm 4? No. I've seen the visions and dreams of everything that has happened to my life. Always from this side of my show. Let me show you. Y'all can't see it. You can't see it. Maybe one day I'll show it to you. You probably can't see it. Is it this side? Yeah. You probably can't see it. Can y'all see it? You see this scar here? You see the scar on my arm? It's from this way all the way down. You see this here? Chopped my whole arm almost off. Before it even happened, I think I was 14. Before it happened, the Father told me it was going to happen. So when the ambulance was putting me in the car, my mama was all over the place. Mama was crying. She was crying. But guess what mama was crying for, y'all? Guess what mama was crying? Mama was crying because she said, my daughter told me. She told me it was going to happen. She told me. That's what she was saying in the ambulance. And I'm sitting there, Mom, I'm going to be okay. Mom, I'm going to be okay. But when you told me it was going to happen. Because the Father had given it to me already. He had already revealed it to me. So what I'm saying to you all, why would I turn away from someone like that who has created all things and have been with me since I was young, and then come before you all and give everybody on this devil platform glory and honor and not give him nothing? Use a lie from the pit of hell if you think that this page is going to give everybody glory, not even myself, over the one that I know is. He's realer than real. And I'm going to tell you another thing. I've met, before I moved to Georgia, I think it's been 3 people. One young lady, she was a beautiful spirit. She had about 8 babies, but she had a beautiful spirit. And she was talking about how her mother had been in the church all her life. And she said that when I was coming up, my mother, every time the church doors open, my mother was there. She said, Deborah, let me tell you, it's hard. I've been raising the kids. She said, but my mother admitted to me that she never believed that there was a God. There was a creator. And I looked at her, I said, are you for real? She said, She sat there and she said that hurted me more than anything. I believe the lady thought that her mother was trying to be negative toward her because she was so dedicated to worshiping God. So she went and told her daughter, well, see, I ain't no such thing as no God. Ain't never been no. And she said, but Mama, you've been in there 45 years. She said, all that time I've been in the church, I knew it wasn't no God. Ain't never been no God. I was just going. I was like, wow. And she said she had 8 babies. She raised them in the church, and she was always dedicated to serving God. And she had different way. That was how many years ago? Probably 20 years ago. She had a whole different outlook than the church. You know what I'm saying? Her and I, we could talk, and we talked about a lot of things. But when she shared that with me, I was like, you gotta be kidding. Even she's not the only one. I've heard people when I used to be where people call and talk and like a counselor. And I've heard it at least 3 times in my life that there are people who have been in a relationship, they say, with God for so long. And they always come out. Not the other 2. They said that people always say to them why they're serving God. And they turn around and say, I was in that same position. This one lady. But it was one guy and this one lady. But I remember she said that they said that I was always in church, always. But I've been in there for so many years. And now that this lady is in church, it's like, but I found out all that time, all that stuff was a lie. And this one guy, he called himself a pastor, assistant pastor, you know, and he said they have had so many people there, have been in the church for so long, a lot of them dropped off and never came back. Now, this is what I'm saying to you all. A lot of you all might look at, well, see, that's what's the church. That's where people were going in that day and time. And the Christians and the church is back then and so on. I don't give a rat's behind what you say. The orders that the Father has ordered in our lives were ordered for us to get from one step to the next step, to the next step, to the next step. Who cares what step I started on? Look where I'm at now. So whatever he has ordered for my life, I give him glory, I give him praise. Through the hard times, the bad times, and the wicked times, or whatever, I give him glory and I give him praise. He ordered our steps, and that's what's wrong with people. They think they order their steps. They don't ever look at the steps are ordered each time you learn. Let's say, for instance, Deborah was on the ground level. On the ground level, the spirit of the Ruach won't let me move to the next level till I have mastered the ground level. Once I get to the first step, he ain't gonna let me move to the second step until I have mastered the first step. Then he moves me to the second step after I have mastered the first step. And now I'm on the second step. Then what happened? He moved me to the third step after he has saw that I have mastered the second step. He moved you only after you have mastered each step that he has ordered in your life. Why? Because all the steps represent the testimony of your life that you can tell somebody something. I started in the church. I received my gift as a prophetess in the church. I received my gift of interpreting tongue in the church. How about that? How about that? Every gift I received from the Most High was in a church. I thank the Father for all the steps that he has ordered in my life. Let me tell you where it started. You know, in Genesis 3:15, he told the serpent that you're going to have your seed and I'm going to have mine. My seed is going to crush your head. And your head is going to bruise my seed heel. Why? Because your heel represents the steps that Yah has ordered. Satan is only going to chase after the steps of a good man that has been ordered by Yah. He's going to always chase after your heel. See, they don't know about that, Deborah. You gonna get in trouble. See, they don't know about that. They think they know something. They don't know about that. See, only reason why your heel is getting bruised is because the Satan is coming after your heel, because he knows that Yah has ordered your steps in your work of your heel. Satan coming after that heel. He ain't gonna come after your front feet. He coming after that heel. Because that heel completes your steps. That heel completes your step. Y'all know what he done. He know what he said. That's spirit and truth speaking, y'all. So if he ordered my steps, did you order them down or did you order them up? Only way y'all order your steps is up. Why? Because down are your testimonies that you bring up to where you at now. Give the Father Most High Yah all glory and praise for the orders of a good man's steps that he has ordered before the foundation of the world. That's why he got your works already written. He know what he doing. We want to run on here and make everybody think it's about us and about what we doing. Everybody needs to be checked because we have forsaken the one that created it all and give ourselves all the glory and all the praise. So he's ordered our steps, not to hurt us or to wound us or for us to go back and say, boy, that was bad, this evil. No, baby. The steps of a good man is ordered by the Most High God. That means every step of your life when you came out of your mother's womb was ordered by the Most High God, and you back where you at is where you needed to be until he got you to the steps and the level in which you claim. And without what's at the bottom of the steps, you ain't got nothing at the top. Because the bottom represents your testimonies that you took up the steps. You turn around, you can tell somebody something. Why? Because you got a step. You got steps down here that holds your testimony. And I'm a living witness. All the gift that has been poured out to me by the Ruach HaKodesh was in the church. You think I'm ashamed? You think I'm embarrassed? No, I still give y'all all glory for the church to be present when he allowed me to have steps in it. How I practiced discerning tongues was in the church. It was my mama first, when my mama was speaking in tongue right next to me, and I stopped and I looked at her. I said, first thing I said, Father, why do I understand what she's saying? See, I didn't know what it was. My mother, she was still praying, just praying and speaking in tongue. I said, I can understand what she's saying. I didn't know what was going on in the church. So I ain't got time to tell you about and make my yesterday so ugly. When my yesterday was my testimony for today. So I can be able to tell somebody something. You can't tell nobody nothing. If you don't have respect for the steps that was ordered throughout your life, that you can tell somebody something. He said, through your what? Through your what? Through your what? Through your testimony. That's when you can tell somebody something. But these people out here today, they telling stuff based on their self. And the word. Where's the testimonies? Where's the steps that the Father has ordered in your life? Where's the testimonies? They ain't got them. They ain't got them. They ain't got nothing to say. Why? 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 Because it gives the Father the glory. It gives him the honor. And it gives him all praise and all glory. He's worthy to it all. Not you and somebody else and all of them, but him and him only. He ain't going to share it, and I don't blame him. How about that? How about that? So Sister Deborah, I hope you got something out of it. I'm going to pull on out like I pulled on in. All right. And I appreciate everybody in the live chat tuning in. And I must go. But I will say this to you. Will it ever get to the point that is all about the Most High God? And you know what I'm going to do? From now on, I'm going to make sure I find scriptures in this instructions and direction book as the spirit of the head of the body. Give me word to give unto you to make sure that the Father gets the praise that's due him. Shalom and shalom.